What's up, y'all? It's your girl, me random coming at you guys with yet another video. Today's video is a small rant that I wanted to talk about because I had saw some things on social media about some of the girls and things that are happening in Dominican Republic. Now, this is my opinion, and whatever it is, let's go. And no, I didn't get my nails fixed yet because I don't have energy, and I'm starting to feel nausea. And those are the signs of the first trimester. Still haven't told my baby daddy yet. I was going to tell him at a picnic. I was like thinking a picnic, and I was going to get him like a baby shoe or something. But that's corny as fuck. And I was thinking to just fucking give him a pregnancy test and put it on, and just like, you know, like that. And I was like, damn, that's ratchet. And I was thinking to just make a doctor's appointment and then tell him to come into the doctor, and then he find out like that. That's pretty interesting because he'll be like, what the fuck? You know, that would be a real surprise element. So I'm kind of leaning towards that one. And our first doctor appointment will be the first week of April, but not the first week, second week. And I'll be like 9 or 10 weeks at the time. So that's probably what I'm gonna do. Okay? All right. Now, for this video, let's talk about what I want to talk about. Okay. There are two techniques of BBL. There's under the muscle and over the muscle. Under the muscle gives way to inject the maximum amount of fat. So it's the more popular, more dangerous technique of a BBL. Now, more women are opting for this, or not even knowing that they're opting for this because they don't know that there are two different techniques for BBL. They don't talk to their surgeon to say, so which form of BBL technique do you use? Because most people don't know that there are two forms of BBL. Just like there are two forms of implant as well. You can go above the muscle and behind the muscle. Behind the muscle is the most popular because it gives for the high profile implant. And it gives for the staying power of it, the implant staying up. Above the muscle gives the implant way to do what gravity did to your breast in the first place, which is pull them down. So more women are opting for behind the muscle for the implant and the breast, and behind the muscle for the BBL. There have been 4 deaths recently within this month. Well, 3 deaths because one girl's in ICU. In the Dominican Republic right now with BBLs. I think one of the girls were Yeely and 2 of the girls were Yeelys. And 2 of the girls were 2 non-celebrity doctors. I just want to say, please be realistic with your expectations when going to have plastic surgery. I want you to remember to be realistic. I want you to remember that it's okay to want to enhance or create a better version of yourself. That's awesome. In any case, you know, it's amazing to see the transformation that your body can go through and the things you can pay to have done to yourself. But always remember to be realistic. And I'm very against wish pics. I wish people would stop freaking comparing themselves to complete strangers and saying, I want to look like this person, because the person's body frame is not yours. They're built different. Their genetic code is different. They're a whole different person from you. Each one of us are unique in our own way, and we should embrace that uniqueness about ourselves. If you want to create a wish pic, I'll tell you what you do. You download Photoshop, okay? Take a picture of yourself, all right? Use Photoshop to pull in and pull out what you want done to what you want to look like, okay? You want a smaller waist, cinch that motherfucker in. You want a fatter ass, pull that bitch out. You want a fatter stomach, cinch it in. You want bigger breast, pull it out. It's you. Create you. What you want to look like. That should be your wish pic. A picture of yourself enhanced the way that you want to enhance your beauty. The better version that you see of yourself. no more wish pics of complete strangers who you don't damn know, and you'll know their story behind what they had to go through to be that person themselves. These young ladies are someone's mother, sister, best friend, cousin, companion, work buddy, colleague, someone's everything. Okay? They're no longer here because their expectations maybe were unrealistic. And when you ask these doctors, see, here in the United States, they have a legal limit as to how much fat they can put either above the muscle or under. There's a legal limit that they cannot go over. It's against the law here to do it. But in Dominican, in Colombia, Mexico, Venezuela, there's no limit. You tell them you want the maximum amount of fat injected in your ass, they make you sign a waiver. And when you sign a waiver, you sign away your rights to dispute that they have any link to your death if you were to die. They explain to you all of these things prior to the surgery. They give you all the benefit factors and all the risk factors all at one time before they have you pay your money and sign on that dotted line. They never do anything before explaining to you all this bullcrap and the risk factors, and then they take your money, you sign, you go to surgery the next morning or afternoon, depending on how many they have. Supposed to have 3 girls a day, but I'm sure during tax season this time they're doing more than 3 girls a day. And half of the time, they're not even the one that's doing your fucking surgery. Let's clear that the fuck up, okay? Many girls ask doctors, how many surgeries do you perform a day? The magic number is always 3. Bullshit. Because I noticed when I went for my follow-ups, if you did 3 surgeries a day, why are there 5 girls with the same surgery date as me? That makes no fucking sense. So Yeely used to work with Dr. Cabral, King of Asses, over there. Okay, he has a couple deaths under his belt. The number 1 causes are usually cardiac arrest in these deaths. But in these recent ones, it's been the embolism of the fat, you know, which kind of leads to cardiac. But they worked together for years. So when you were sleeping, if Cabral said he was doing 6 girls that day, 3 of them were done by Yeely and 3 of them were done by Cabral. So most doctors have partners who they work with, and that is typically how it works. There's literally more than 1 surgeon. You're not always being done by the same doctor, which is why you see such inconsistent work. Most doctors are trying to keep it at that 3. There are a handful who do actually practice what they preach and actually keep it at that 3 patients per day, despite the dollar amount. Okay, they keep it at 3 patients a day. Your health is really important to them because, hell, your health and their reputation is all they freaking have over there. So they're definitely not going to be like, I mean, it's an extra $5,000, but an extra $5,000 could really get you a bad reputation and lose you $50,000. So a lot of them are really sticking to 3. I say all that to say this. Please be careful. Do your research thoroughly. Somebody's, meaning more than 1 person, love you. Okay? Remember that. If you got 3 inches of ass and they give you 4 inches of ass, that is a life changer, baby. You have enough. You don't need to have 8 inches of ass or better. It's just ridiculous. Okay? Don't be absurd. Don't put your life on the line because you want to fit in. For what? Okay? Don't do that to yourself. And I'm seriously strongly against mommy makeover, because that is too many procedures at one time. Your body cannot withstand all that trauma. For me, I wouldn't do it. There is a 6 to 8 hour window in which you are safely under anesthesia. Safely. Okay. That means a breast augmentation is required 3 hours of work on your breast. Your tummy tuck requires another 3 hours of your tummy tuck. Lipo needs 2 hours. BBL needs another 2 hours. You are borderline pushing it at this point. You really are now being put under anesthesia an extra 2 hours with your portion of the body can't even withstand. So you're risking your life. The risk factors don't outweigh the benefit of saving $2,000, $3,000. Your life is worth more than that. So for me, I feel like if it's okay, Lyndon, if you have to do a round one and you pay your $4,000 and you let your body heal for a year, you go back and you do round two, and then in round two you can do a tummy tuck and a BBL because it's enough hours for that. But so many women are giving doctors bad names because they're not giving them maximum results, because they're having to jam pack all that into one session. Most girls who get really good results only go and have like one thing done at a time. Those girls typically have really good results because the doctor can really work on that area and perfect that area for you, because they have more than enough time to perfect that area. Most girls who have amazing results only go and get one surgery at a time. So that's my rant for the day, and I want you guys to please, ladies, please. And there are men getting surgery now too. I've seen Dr. Magina is doing men's ab etching, and he's giving them abs, and he is working, honey. Okay, when I say working. Okay, he's giving like the chiseled abs. Dr. Louis Magina is doing that. Okay, Colombia is perfected that technique, but in Dominican Republic, Dr. Magina is the first one that I've seen doing that. So, Louis Magina, if y'all looking for some chiseled abs, men, girls too, he's giving. Ladies, check him out. Check out his Instagram, you'll see. But he's one of the safer doctors too. One of the doctors I deem one of the safer doctors. Maybe I write a list of the doctors that I deem to be safe, because there are certain doctors who stick to that. They stick to 3 patients a day. They don't go over. You understand? There are some that are very strict to that. They'll tell you, no, I'm booked and I'm not adding. There are some doctors that tell you, there's some of them that tell you ask for extra stuff during surgery. They'll tell you no. No, we can only do this, that, and this, despite what dollar amount you offer them. They'll tell you, listen, no, we're not going to be able to do that. So, big shouts out to those doctors that are money hungry and money greedy. Shout out to y'all, because we need more of y'all, because most of these bitches is money hungry and greedy, especially this time of year. I wouldn't even, if I had to, I'm going to have a breast lift one day, but not with the implant, just a breast lift, because putting the farm, I did a lot of research about breast implants. They're just, for me, it's not worth the risk. Your body forms this antibody barrier around the implant itself, and it could capsulize, even if it's behind the muscle, which is why you can see some people's implants, and that's why you have to be removed every 6 to 10 years, because even if you do get the forever implant, the forever implant is just to make sure it's going to stay and not leak inside of you. That's just to guarantee for that, because we are talking about the forever implant.
We going to the basketball court.
Cameron, seriously? So, he's rude. So, basically, that implant is not forever implant. Doesn't mean you don't ever have to change them out, because you do. So I'm just gonna get a lift and call it a day. At some point I'll be doing that in the near future. But right now, as you all know, I can't, because she's pregnant. So yeah. So please, ladies and gentlemen, be mindful. Love yourselves. And don't be unrealistic with your expectations of what you want done to yourself. Please. For your mother's heart and your children and your husbands, baby daddies, girlfriends, boyfriends, so on and so forth, best friends, cousins, aunties, uncles, and nephews. Please. I love you, and I will see you all on the next video.